Dang, dude, I'm dropping 2 videos going after these bread tubers, man. This is the second one today. Now, my problem with this dude, besides being a bread tube commie loser, is that he's coming after some of my friends. He's coming after some people that I like, that I respect. Now, the people I'm defending, just because I like them, just because I watch some of their stuff, does not mean I'm in total agreement with everything they say. People are individuals, people's lives and beliefs, etc. They're dynamic. They're fluid. They're always changing, etc., etc. And but one thing that I love to do here on YouTube or wherever I post on the internet is defend people in my community. I like to defend my fellow contemporaries against baseless attacks, defamation, like Mr. Guns and Gear was falsely accused by Antifa Santa Claus, the Yankee Marshal, of being like stolen valor and stuff. So I like making these videos, and I think it's important to make these videos and also just talk about these goofballs that come out to attack people like myself, or to attack people who are kind of sympathetic towards my worldview, if you will. So this guy here, I don't really know what to call him. I'm just going to call him Croaky. This is an art thief. This individual has come out and made false claims against the Warband, and we're going to get into that. So we found his YouTube channel by accident. He was linking his YouTube channel to this fake account making fun of Ribby the Party Frog. And of course, he lifted Ribby's art. And unfortunately, Ribby does not have recourse against him, not because of some legal hurdles. It's simply because if Ribby wanted to pursue action against him, he would essentially have to dox himself. And then, of course, this guy would end up being a hero. The hero that doxed Ribby the Party Frog, the person who exposed Ribby the Party Frog and revealed the hateful individual that is Ribby the Party Frog. So he's going to get away with it, unfortunately. But we're going to get into this guy and what he has essentially done. So right here, this is his main YouTube channel. This is something that's really interesting to me. He only has 27 subscribers, me being one of them. I know it doesn't say that I'm subscribed to him because I'm on OBS, but he, I'm one of these subscribers. So nobody is watching him at all. And now he's taken on this fake persona. He calls himself Croaky the Party Frog, basically ripping off Ribby the Party Frog, including the art. And he's trying to emulate Ribby's success. He's got tons and tons of subscribers. Ribby the Party Frog does, and now so let's go over to the mini display and take a look at this fake channel here. Where's my cursor? There it is. Yeah, so this has 1.17K subscribers. So this bread tuber, pretending to be somebody else, is more popular than his authentic self. Isn't that funny? How upsetting how upsetting that must be for him. He comes out and he says these things about the Warband, how they're evil and they're awful and they have the wrong opinions, but he has the right opinions. He's a hero. He's an ally, yet he's not popular at all. He's not, he's not setting the world on fire. Let's look at some of his cringe content trying to emulate Ribby the Party Frog.
Okay, so I just wanted to say, last night I was talking to my friends and I was like, maybe I should just have my own dating show that's kind of like Love is Blind, where I get to know someone without seeing what they look like.
Yeah, that sounds like such a sick idea. Maybe we could have a casting event at the next party. But we gotta watch out though. A lot of people who don't like to show their faces end up being alt-right extremists. How cringe! I'm a party frog.
Yikes. It's going to be a yikes for me. So yeah, he's, this is that's his whole shtick. He's like, yo, I'm a party frog too. Look at me. I'm an ally though. I'm respecting all these people. Haha. And he's just totally, it's kind of funny. It's not because of what he's saying. It's because of the situation surrounding Croaky. It's the little details that make that his channel possible. And then again, he's taking jabs at a lot of these individuals who, like Sinatra says, or Black Pigeon Speaks, or the Warband. These guys don't like to show their faces, and it's because people like this Croaky fellow, they'll come out and they'll dox them. They'll go after their family. They'll go after their jobs. They'll try to get them kicked out of university, etc. And these people aren't extremists at all. Now, I've been a fan of the Warband for a little over a year. I've been, listening to their podcasts and stuff. And one, it's really, really funny. And two, it's like I don't recall ever hearing any of these individuals call for violence or have any real extreme opinion. And a lot of people will say, oh, they hate women. They're really mean towards women. Well, it's like, oh no, not really. I mean, if you actually listen to what they're saying, they're going after a specific group of people who are doing really bad things, and they're warning others, these young men who might be susceptible to lies, might be susceptible to these horrific traps that are set right before them, and he's basically saving them. And I know for a fact that a lot of individuals have reached out to Professor Chronic and said, hey, you saved my life. I was going down the wrong path, and now my life is more positive, and I'm going to the gym. I'm cleaning up. I cleaned up real well, and I got a better job, and people are moving on in a positive direction because of that specific kind of content from people like Undead Chronic and other members of the Warband. And they talk about some serious stuff too, man. Like women who harm their children and all this other stuff. People just being taken advantage of, and they also go after like cucks and simps and stuff. So it's not just like this total beatdown of women. That's just not true. And again, that's not something that I like or would particularly enjoy. And if that was the case, because there are content creators who do that, and they're pretty lame and they're boring, and I know they exist, and I don't like it. You're never going to see me come out and make fun of like trans individuals. You're never going to see me come out and quote unquote attack women or anything like that at all. That's just not how I roll. But this is the caricature that people like Croaky, they prop up, and they use this straw man, and they beat up on it, and it's successful sometimes. Because of this tactic, they're able to take down certain people's channels, and I'm against that. So, this is what he does. He's impersonating a more popular content creator. He's stealing their art, and he's essentially defaming them. He's smearing them, and again, if you want to come out and say you don't like these guys, you don't like their message, fine. But at least be honest about it. At least be courageous about it, and not be the sniveling little coward. Of course, he removed himself from the linked channels or whatever. But this is who he really is. We're gonna go back to the mini display, and we're gonna look at the video here of who he really is. Here, let's go back to the beginning, and then I'm gonna psychoanalyze this guy. I'm going to tell you what I think is going on behind the scenes here.
Yo, yo, yo. Lemon Squad. It might have been half an hour away, but we found the Jersey mics.
Very cool.
All wrapped up, safe and sound. Beautiful. Oh man, look how glorious it looks. Here's what the sandwich looked like. Beautiful.
Oh, you didn't finish that word. Dude, this video is way too long. This is way too long, man.
10 out of 10. Redemption arc complete. Make sure to drop a like, hit subscribe, and ring that bell. And drop a comment and describe your most intense redemption arc. I will read all the comments. I am so curious.
He had to change clothes. Like he couldn't finish this 1 minute video. He had to like move on with his life and I don't know, probably do the laundry or something. And he came back and now he's wearing a hoodie. Dude, really? You couldn't sit down for 1 minute for this video? Really?
Yes. Yo, boy Lemon, he out.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Very cool. Well, so yeah, that's Croaky the Frog, and of course, being the good little commie that he is, he's of course eating bread on video. Very funny. Here's what I think is going on with Croaky, because this guy went on the Undead Chronic stream, talking a lot of shit, saying a lot of things, and what I took from this, here's what I think is going on here. Croaky comes off to me. He comes off as this guy who was never really popular growing up. He didn't have a lot of friends. He was never invited to the party. any party. It doesn't matter. And he's very angry and resentful because he probably feels like he did everything right in life. He had the right opinions. Hold up. He had the right opinions, the corporate approved opinions. He was living that good old blue pilled life. And then he sees somebody like Undead Chronic, Ribby the Party Frog, who have pretty, these are wild guys. Let's just be honest. They're wild dudes. They say a lot of wild things. Like watching their stream, this is why they're so successful. Watching the stream, I feel like I'm hanging out with them at a bar. Like if these guys come out to Vegas, dude, first round on me. They're cool dudes, and they're saying a lot of they're unfettered in their speech. They're not afraid to speak their minds, and they're fucking men, and that upsets him because he sees these men. They get all this attention. They get the girls, they get the clicks, they get the views, they get all this insane participation on their streams, on the comment section, etc. And it bothers him because in his mind, Professor Chronicus and his allies, they have the wrong opinions. These are bad men. They're evil men. That's his words. He says that they are evil. He repeated that multiple times in multiple videos and call-ins or whatever. He said that they're evil. And he was like begging his viewers to abandon the stream, to quit watching Undead Chronic because he's a hateful man and he's all the awful things in the world. But despite his attempts to derail the stream and to kind of one up him in the arena of ideas, Father Chronicus's channel is growing. People love his content. He's a funny dude. And I have to reiterate, you got young families, literally, little kids are coming on and calling in as well. Literally little children with their dads. And they like what they're hearing. They enjoy the conversation. And again, it's real talk. Like I said, it feels like I'm sitting at a bar with a bunch of men, a bunch of cool dudes. And that really bothers him. And now this guy is going to be he claims that he's going to be making a documentary. He's going to be doing a hit piece on the Warband. I'm probably going to stream myself watching it. We're going to riff on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And these people exist. These people exist. They're coming out and attacking individuals on the right, so-called right, whatever that means. And the funny thing is like the Warband isn't necessarily political. They come out, and here's why I really like them. I respect that everybody has differences of opinion, but I have a lot of love and respect for the Warband because I do political analysis and stuff, and I'm obviously pro-Trump. Anybody who defends me and my people, they're cool. They're cool in my book. So they have my loyalty. And he's come out and defended us. He's come out and defend Trump, and even though Trump sometimes doesn't deserve it, and maybe they'll make the case that he probably never deserves it. Whatever. But so I feel obligated to make these videos and just let people know, like, these guys exist. These fraudsters exist. These total goofballs. And they engage in these sneaky tactics, these shifty tactics to basically out people. And I had a feeling one day, it would be me. That's why I'm not afraid to hide my face. Again, everybody, if somebody wants to conceal their identity, I think that should be that's totally okay with me. That's totally within their rights, and I think that should be respected. And I have nothing but the utmost respect for the Warband, for the content that they make. Anybody who speaks out against these corporate approved manufactured narratives, anybody who comes out against that is my friend, is somebody worth watching and listening to. People will come out against the Democratic establishment, and anybody calls out these little cucks. They're cool in my book, plain and simple. So yeah, this is pretty funny, man. This is pretty funny. I don't know how long he's gonna keep up the shtick. Hopefully he remains unmonetized because he is a thief. He is an art thief, and I hate plagiarists like the Amazing Atheist. Those people are scum. This guy is a scumbag, and again, the guy's just a hater. That's gonna be his Hail Mary. That's gonna be his final attempt at claiming some sort of notoriety, is coming out doing this phony baloney hit piece on the Warband and other people like them, and hopefully he'll get recognized and he'll build up a platform basically defaming people and lying about them. Again, I've watched Undead Chronic stuff for quite some time, and I don't see any illegality. I don't see any radicalism. And again, he's anti-war. The guy is anti-war. He's very friendly when he speaks to people, especially those who disagree with him. So I think they're cool. This Croaky dude sucks. And yeah, man, if you ever want to debate me, be more than happy to fucking destroy you in a debate. I won't be nice like Undead Chronic. Yeah, by the way, unlike you, I made this protein meal. This protein meal, it's got a lot of fruits and vegetables in it. We don't do bread over here. Peace out.